I was gonna make this video yesterday, but I was still so shaken up and just ruined from the betrayal from Belle Delphine that I just couldn't. But today I have the strength, and I think I'm ready to talk about this here at this Alcoholics Anonymous meeting for e-girl addicts. And I really would like to get this out there, a topic that I think needs to be discussed. Many of you know who Belle Delphine is. I probably don't have to explain it to you. In fact, most of you have probably already jerked off to her, so you don't need me to give her like a WWE introduction or anything like that. She's a huge Instagram model. She does a lot of Patreon stuff as well, lewd photos, stuff like that. Now, she's always been, in my opinion, very smart with the things she does. My genuine opinion of her is she's smart. I have nothing but respect for that. If I could do that, I absolutely would. You bet your ass, if I was good looking enough to be spreading my butthole on Instagram for Patreon tiers and shit, you would be seeing me goat-seeing at least once a week. But I don't have that capability. She does, and she does well with what she does. And I have nothing but respect in that department. However, she pushed it too far recently. She betrayed gamers, and not just gamers, she betrayed humanity as a whole. She made this post on Instagram, if this post gets 1 million likes, she'd make a Pornhub account. That was the deal. That was what we signed up for, gamers. And you know what happened? It got 1 million likes in fucking 5 minutes. It sold out faster than a Foo Fighters concert or a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert at a geriatrics ward. And yet, we didn't get a Pornhub account. Not immediately, at least. It came a couple days later. And you know what happens when it finally came? When Christmas rolled around and it was time for Belle Delphine to reveal the Pornhub account with videos on it, you know what came? Videos with no fucking porn. No nudity. Nothing. They were meme videos where she eats pictures of PewDiePie with titles that say, "Love getting cream pied," where she puts cream on a piece of tray and slams her face with it. I don't jerk off to that most times. I don't think most of you do. Most times. And it just genuine betrayal. The internet was outraged. During my Twitch streams at twitch.tv, I had to console many people's angry boners, or rather, lack of boner, due to the whole Belle Delphine betrayal. And I think she just went too far with this clickbait, this scam, this goddamn felony. I don't know how else to put it. All joking and sarcasm aside, what the fuck did you expect? This happens a lot when someone reaches a level of prominence on the internet. They usually double down really hard and make a promise like, hey, I'll do this thing if it gets this much attention. And when the goal is met and it's finally time to deliver, it's either always a disappointment or it just doesn't get delivered as advertised, in this case here. It's very misleading, and it's just a good way of gaming some attention. And I really don't know why people keep falling for it. I said during a stream when someone brought it up, "Did you like her picture to get a Pornhub account? Please, Charlie, do your part for humanity." And then fucking saluting me, "Here's a link." I told them she'd probably not do like actual porn, like penetrative porn or even nudity, because that would kind of ruin her brand. Right now, she doesn't do nudity stuff, not even for the highest tier of Patreon member, not even for a platinum-starred, gold card-wearing, fucking soiled panties-sniffing Patreon member of hers. She doesn't do nude shit, at least not that's been disclosed on the internet. So why would she, for free, make a Pornhub account with nudity and full-on porn just because one of her pictures got 1 million likes? It was just a way of getting some more attention out there. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I don't know why people keep falling for it. And I think it is a bit fucked up to be that misleading about it. I don't really like that, and a lot of people do that. It's not just her. Another good example was there was a YouTuber named Zoe Berger. She promised like the exact same thing, porn for 1 million subscribers or something. Fucking 3 seconds roll by, 1 million subscribers come. But then that's the only thing coming, because the porn certainly did not. She wasn't getting butt fucked on camera or anything like that, nor was she playing with an Hitachi wand or anything like that. It's just a way of getting a quick burst of attention, and I think it is unethical and misleading. I don't really like that. So I really want this to serve as a lesson to a lot of you horny men watching this that hit like on that and then fucking made a countdown website for the moment she released her Pornhub account. I need you to take a moment and realize how silly it was. You need to stop thinking with your penis and start thinking with logic. It would make no sense for her to do that, to actually just start doing porn for free when she's doing a lot better financially just doing teasing pictures on Instagram and whatever she's posting on Patreon where she's playing with an octopus or something. It's just, you really need to stop falling for these things, because you just end up getting hurt and then getting outraged when really it's kind of just your own fault for really being that gullible. On the internet, things are taken at face value. I get that fake news and all that shit spreads like wildfire. I understand that. But in a situation like this where we've seen it happen 1 million times, why not think a little bit more critically about it and really go through this scenario thoroughly in your head before you start getting your hopes up and getting let down and then getting extremely outraged both at her and then at other people. Fucking coming into my stream mad because you couldn't get a boner to her Pornhub memes. That's not my fucking fault. Don't take it out on me. It's just, think more through these things. And again, I have no issue with Belle Delphine. I respect what she does. And she also seems like she can take a joke. So that's very rare in a position like that and just on the internet in general. So fuck yeah, good work there. Don't mislead your horny fans though. I think that's pretty scummy. I don't fuck with that very hard though. And I mean, that's about it. See ya.
God damn it! Fuck!
Today, there was a declaration of war. Belle Delphine challenged me personally to a battle of sex toys. I was on Twitter and I saw this post come up, and I had to do a fucking double take. I thought my Moby Huge had been stolen from me. I thought I was burglarized by Miss Delphine. But as it turns out, she's just trying to get the world record for most sex toys, and I couldn't help but laugh. I said, oh, what on earth? What is this? Is this some kind of joke? Coming for the world record for largest collection of sex toys while knowing full well that I'm the preeminent expert in the field of sex toy collecting, I'm a fine art collector of such items. I thought it was delusion or perhaps like a psychosis episode she was suffering from, but it turns out she's taking it very seriously. So, as such, I'll take it seriously as well. So I brought out my two friends here. I'm the only man on Earth that has two Moby Huges in his collection, mind you. At least the only documented human being to achieve such a feat. So I'd also like to add that while hoisting these Moby Huges over my shoulders and effortlessly walking them into my dojo of dildos, this was in total 140 pounds worth of penis and nutsack. I weighed them individually. Both one is roughly 70 pounds of pure wiener and ball action, and I was able to just bazooka them over my arms here on my shoulders, and I do believe that that is a world record. No one has ever hoisted two Moby Huges like that and did a strongman carry for that distance, which was probably, from my door to here, about 50 yards worth of carrying the penis around. So just a casual world record I was able to get here. I'm already coming out here flexing a little bit, letting you know how seriously I'm taking this challenge, so allow me to slip into something a little bit more comfortable. I know that I'm known as mainly the dildo and fleshlight guy and things to put in your butthole, but I've got everything. If I open that closet behind me, your eyes would fucking melt, like in that Indiana Jones scene where they open the crypt and like all the fucking skin and everything blasts off their face. That's what would happen if I opened that closet. I've got more shit for sex than you could ever imagine. This is suffocating. Holy lord. I'm like the Moby Huge burglar. Moby Huge bandit. God damn. I look like a fucking criminal who's wanted in like 9 states for 20 different sex crimes. Good god. But yeah, no, I am a serious collector. You don't get jacked like this without having a massive collection of sex toys to be working yourself out with. So Belle Delphine, if you are serious, good luck and Godspeed. You are poking a sleeping bear. It's not just these Moby Huges here. I've got like an entire fucking US military spending budget for sex toys in that closet behind me. It's like Area 51 for things to put in your asshole and everywhere else. There's fucking devices in that closet that are meant for holes the human body doesn't even have yet. We haven't evolved to be able to enjoy some of those pleasure gizmos. It's absolute madness. To think that anyone would even believe in a fucking pipe dream, a wet dream, that they could beat me in the realm of sex toy collecting is nothing shy of almost sad, if I'm being honest. So yeah, this is the face of a serious collector. This is the face of a man who has dedicated his life to collecting sex toys. For everyone else, it's just a hobby. But for me, it's a lifelong mission and goal to accumulate every sex toy that's ever been invented throughout history. I want fucking prehistoric sexual devices. I want things that cavemen were putting in their fucking urethra and butthole and all that. Fucking jagged rocks, I don't care. If it was at one point used for stimulation sexually, I will have it in my collection at some point. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to respond to this challenge. Belle Delphine, I do truly wish you luck on your journey here, this adventure that you've taken, this quest. Though I do doubt that you will actually beat me and my fucking Dr. Robotnik army worth of sex toys. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. See ya. It was only a couple weeks ago when Belle Delphine said to the world that she would be taking on the sex toy champion, me, in a battle to build the largest empire and have the world record for largest collection of sex toys. It was a silly idea, a pipe dream, to challenge the overlord of orifice plugs, the patriot of plastic pussies, the devil of dildos, to take me on in this Thunderdome, my home field sex toy collecting. It was an outlandish idea, but I welcomed the challenge, and she is a formidable foe. And only one day ago, she was banned on YouTube. Now, there's no correlation between her challenge to me, our little competition, and her being banned. I didn't have, like, YouTube assassins go out and take down her channel. I think it's a load of dog shit. The ban makes no sense. Her music videos aren't any more sexual than the ones she was imitating, or music videos like WAP and shit. I just don't get it. It's just an absolute garbage decision, and I have no doubt she's going to get her account back. This isn't the end of our competition, this is only the beginning. So I wanted to show off a little of my collection, so I broke out the two Moby Huges, I busted out like another 50 or so dildos and vibrators and some nipple puffalizers, those nipple suction cups that go over your nipple and make it puff out like it's a boss's weak spot in a video game, just to give you a little taste of my collection.
So, Charlie, thanks for joining us today. We were excited to learn more about your upcoming contest with Belle Delphine, and I think we'll just jump right in. First question is definitely, are you feeling nervous? Do you think she's going to be able to beat you in this?
No, nerves are the sign of a weaker man. I've transcended the need for that kind of fear dictating my life. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that I will be able to easily wash the floor with Belle Delphine's collection. She boasts having thousands of dildos, which I believe is just an outright lie, kind of like those old war tactics where the generals would have the people behead themselves in front of the enemy to scare them. I don't get afraid. I absolutely don't believe she has 1,000. And even if she did, I'm pretty close to 1,000. I'm knocking on that door as well. So for me personally, I just don't see the need to even feel frightened or intimidated whatsoever.
So if you win this competition, when you win this competition, what's next for Charlie?
Probably just keep collecting, hold my title, defend it to the best of my ability. When you become the world champion, you can't get lazy. That's in fact when you have to work the hardest, when you reach the top of the mountain. So when I get up there, I'll just keep training, keep collecting, and just make sure that I have a real stranglehold on the title.
You said Belle claims to be over 1,000, may have obtained them illegally, you're knocking on the door. Do you have anything that you're really thinking will put you over the top?
I don't think there's anything in particular. I don't have like a Manhattan Project of sex toys, nothing too crazy. I just think it's my tenacity. You see, I just don't stop fighting. You know, even when it came to basketball, as you know, Matthew, sometimes the opponent would hold the ball over my head in a place that I couldn't naturally reach due to my height, but I'd just climb up them. I'd start climbing right up their tits and just get the ball down. Because I'm a fighter. I don't give up. No matter what the case is, like if I'm hanging off a cliff and I'm hanging on by a finger, I'm hanging on all day. There's no quit in my body, and I think that's what makes me a scary foe in any field, really, not just sex toy collection. And I, too, want to play dirty in the pig pen, so I'm getting really nasty with my collection. Adam and Eve has sent me numerous crates, full shipping containers on many freighting boats coming my way, full of sex toys. I only unleashed like a 5% of my full arsenal today during the photo shoot, so you didn't get to see the whole kit and caboodle.
I just wanted to ask about your nickname, the Rasputin of sex toys, and see what the backstory is there.
Obviously, this comes from the old Russian operative Rasputin. I believe it was during the 1600s when Jack the Ripper was still at large in the European hemisphere. Rasputin he was an eccentric man. He loved a lot of things. He loved fine dining. He loved all the finer things in life, luxurious. And one day he was conspired against by the people he trusted most, like family to him. They came up and they tried to poison him. But they didn't realize how strong Rasputin's system was, his immune system, his body. He was made out of steel, that man. So he ingested the poison, no problem whatsoever. So they go back to the drawing board, back in the huddle, John Madden, come up with a new play, and then they decided they're just going to stab him a lot. Well, they underestimated his skin yet again. They stabbed him a lot. He was dying from blood loss. They eventually put him in this freezer unit, right? And then they tossed the entire freezer into a river. But it didn't kill him. That's pretty much where that comes from. So, well, much like Nikola Tesla, I love to fuck, you know?
Any parting words for Belle before the final competition commences?
Just wishing her the best of luck. She's been great. I'm assuming that she's still taking this as seriously as she was a week ago. So I hope that she can continue with that momentum and make it a very close contest. I'm looking forward to seeing the entire collection that she's accrued over the last 2 weeks or so. The photography unit from Vogue was unable to get like a ton of pictures of all the dildos because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of dicks and shit. So I'm just going to show you like a clump picture of like, I don't know, like 20% of my dildos because I didn't feel like breaking them all out. Just to show you what like a little cum dumpster of my sex collection looks like. Like this is just like a small iota of some of it. I also have a lot of other shit that's not just dildo and rubber pussy related. Like I have 20-something bondage kits. I could pretty much arm an entire marching band with bondage kits. I also have like a lot of sex swings and body swings. I tried to use the body swing here with Matt, but it didn't really work well. We were trying to make it look like, you know, those, like in SpongeBob where the little guy rides in on the big guy. Was trying to do that, but the body swing just wasn't really fit for that kind of work.
Legs through?
Nope, I'm standing on it.
Alright.
Wait, you're supposed to, yeah, aren't you supposed to put your legs all the way through?
Well, it wouldn't work. Then I'd just be dangling at his ass cheeks.
That's how you use it.
Alright.
You ready?
I'm ready.
It's too bottom heavy.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm just gonna take the choke.
Charlie's not even trying to help you.
Matt, I'm gonna die. Alright, set it. Alright, yeah, we're good. 3 months ago, the world was shook, and humanity could do nothing but look on in horror, kind of like something out of a Godzilla movie, where you were powerless to do anything except just watch the two titans duke it out. The titans I'm referring to here is myself and Belle Delphine. 3 months ago, Belle Delphine publicly challenged me to a battle of sex toys, claiming that she would collect the most sex toys the world had ever seen, not knowing that I basically had the Fort Knox of sex toys, countless dildos, BDSM kits, pretty much anything you could imagine, you could fuck yourself with it in my closet, because I had everything. Everything. I swear it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in the closet behind me over there. If Willy Wonka didn't make chocolate, but instead made a bunch of fucking penises. And for 3 months, Belle Delphine hibernated, waiting, patiently, watching. And then out of nowhere today, she dropped a room tour where she revealed her entire collection, and it is fucking astonishing. It is beyond impressive. I'll show you some of it here, but I've got to tell you, when I saw this, I looked like that fucking Edward Munch painting where it was like the Scream. That's what my face looked like, because I thought I had this competition on lock, considering I have like an actual sex toy dealer at Adam and Eve who just sends me boxes and boxes of shit. And Belle Delphine was just buying them. I was like, there's no fucking way she's gonna spend $50,000 for a collection of cocks and stuff. And it turns out she did spend $50,000 on cocks, cocks on top of cocks, cocks that are intersecting with other cocks that also have hands holding the cocks. Like, it's crazy. I've never even seen some of these tools. These look like artifacts you would have found in the Golden Vault of Valhalla or something. Like, it's wild. So I'm just going to go ahead and right now concede defeat. Belle Delphine has absolutely won the battle, but she has not won the war. I think Belle Delphine's only in it for the record, and she's only here as part of a trend, whereas I'm in it for the love of the sport. There's passion in my sex toy collecting, and I think that's what's going to set me apart in this competition here, where, yes, she has an ephemeral victory here, a temporary triumph, but in the long run, I'm going to be the victorious sex toy preeminent prodigy. Like, I will be the king of sex toys again. Yes, right now, Belle Delphine sits on the throne as the emperor of sex toys, but I do think over time, she's going to get tired of it. The collection's it's just going to become a burden for her, and she's going to throw it away. Whereas for me, I'll always make room for sex toys. You know, if I have to sell shit in my house to make room for it, I'll fucking do it. I'll do what it takes because I love it. And I don't know if she shares that same emotional, sentimental collecting that I have. But anyway, let me just go ahead and show you her video here. Also, one other thing I want to point out, she says she uses most of the sex toys. That's another thing. I feel like over time, if she keeps using them, they're going to get all yucky and gross, you know. And as her holes get tighter or looser over time, some of them just won't fit the way they used to, and she'll just get rid of them. And I keep mine pristine, mint condition, in the box, PSA 10 sex toys. So that's another thing. I think the condition of mine are better, which means they're going to last longer. So anyway, let's get into Belle Delphine's video. Belle Delphine challenged me personally to a battle of sex toys. I thought it was delusion or perhaps like a psychosis episode she was suffering from, but it turns out she's taking it very seriously.
Hi, I'm Belle Delphine, and welcome to my room.
Mix it up, boy. See?
Yeah, I immediately just got slapped and ate my words, just ate my own ass really on that. When this whole thing was announced from Belle Delphine, I was expecting some very amateurish collecting. I thought she'd like make a big announcement like, hey, I bought these 5 dildos, isn't this crazy? I'd be like, rookie, 5 dildos. I can't walk 10 steps in my house without kicking 5 dildos along the way. But yeah, I wasn't expecting this level of commitment. Like, this is her fucking front door. She has a glass front door, and behind the glass you can just see an entire bookshelf, like out of the Library of Congress, full of dildos. Not only is this first taste of the collection huge, but she is so confident in the collection that it's the first thing you see when you go and approach her door. Now, I know this isn't the front door to her house or anything, but I like to imagine for a moment that it is. So like UPS comes over to deliver a package, and after they slam dunk it onto the ground and break what's inside of it, they knock on the door to ask for a signature. The delivery guy peeks in and just sees this entire wiener wall, just wieners everywhere. And he's just beyond confused, probably just leaves without a signature. He got all he needed, really. The package is in good hands now. Since I'm admitting defeat here today, I might as well also mention that I created a TikTok and Snapchat account. They're both called Huge Charles, so you can check that out if you want. Like, what the hell is even this? Who can even fit into this thing? Patrick Starr? Is this BDSM for Bikini Bottom's inhabitants? Like, goddamn, I can't even wrap my head around the practicality of this device. She's a goddamn Cerberus cock. A Cerberus cock. Like, good lord, where do you even find something like this? And what is it used for? What, to like fuck 3 women that are huddled together? Like goddamn, like these things are so advanced. Like I'd never even seen half this shit. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop it right here. She's just taking a victory lap at this point. You get the idea. She has by far the wildest collection I've seen on YouTube, at least. I thought mine was nuts, but this is on a whole nother level. This is like, you know, anime season 1, I was the big bad, and then season 2, they fucking upped the budget and got an even crazier villain to come in. Like, good lord. This shit is fucking wacky. God damn. She has alien arms. Just full-blown alien arms. I don't even know where you'd find that. I was shocked I didn't see like some kind of old Halo 2 promotional piece like the Master Chief statue where he's on a rock, but he's like missing his lower armor, so there's just a dick hanging out or something. Like, she had some incredible stuff that I guarantee cost a lot of money. Like, she went hard on this challenge here. So, I mean, Belle Delphine definitely earned the W on this one, but I will win the war. I don't think she's in it for the long haul. At least that's my hunch. I mean, maybe in a year from now, she rents out an entire fucking city block and just fills it with sex toys and I just eat shit again. But yeah, anyway, congratulations, Belle. Sorry to let everyone down. I really thought I had this one in the bag, but goddamn. But yeah, again, huge congrats, and that's about it. See ya. It's been a month since I publicly admitted defeat at the hands of Belle Delphine's might when it came to our battle of sex toy collecting. And now that the dust has completely settled, the historians are beginning to document this legendary clash of titans. Just to quickly bring everyone up to speed on the lore here, just in case you weren't tuned in and glued to our challenge, Belle Delphine and I were taking part in a furious battle of collecting rubber penises, rubber vaginas, just a general sex toy collection. I, in all my hubris, thought I was unbeatable in this realm. And then Belle Delphine entered the Thunderdome and went 2 fists deep, and she committed really hard and ended up collecting more sex toys than I could ever imagine. It was a gold rush, and she struck gold and bought all of it for more than you would pay for gold. She beat me fair and square, and much like a fleshlight, I got fucked. Her collection is at least double mine, and I'm not too proud to admit that I bit off more than I could chew. I chewed more ass than a toilet seat. Her collection fucking Gangnam Styles on my collection. It's really not even close. It's beyond impressive, really. This historic battle is absolutely something you'll be reading about in textbooks, like maybe 30 years from now. Like your kids or maybe your grandkids will absolutely have it in their textbooks at university after they pay a couple $1,000s for the textbook. This is something that'll absolutely stand the test of time, and you'll definitely be hearing about for eons to come. But anyway, there's a very talented YouTube animator who recently made a video summarizing the whole fight and visualizing it in the style of a climactic anime battle. It's pretty much an AMV but without the music. So it's an anime fight scene that's really fucking good, and I wanted to share it with all of you and then talk about it. Let's do this shit.
You insult me.
Fuck you.
Didn't feel a thing.
What the fuck?
I'll give you a brief moment to go change your panties because they're definitely sodden after this. This is absolutely outstanding. Zico did a wonderful job with this. I was fucking smiling ear to ear watching it. It's so fucking cool. I love the style of the fight. It reminds me of Devilman Crybaby if there was more penis in it, like wieners as weapons. It's so fucking good. And I also really enjoy that they made me like an earthbender of cock, like I stomp the earth and then make a dick pop out of it. It's great. The attention to detail is also spectacular, getting my fleshlight cutlass in it. Most people forget that I have this. This was genuinely made by a competitor on Forged in Fire. So this is like a high quality weapon. So I was glad to see it in there. Now, realistically, if I was to ever use this in a fight, it would never break. You couldn't break this thing with fucking dynamite and a hydraulic press. It just wouldn't happen. The fleshlight cutlass is stronger than Excalibur. You could drop that shit into a volcano and it would be totally fine. I also really like the twist where my cosmic cock consciousness awakens and manifests into this like shadow schlong form thing. Fucking great. And also huge props to the sound department here. I don't know how many videos they went through to find clips of me making noises that fit in here, especially like the pain sounds. For example, when Belle Delphine hits me with like the fucking Amaterasu Sharingan bad dragon dick into my mouth, like, and then I make that pain noise. They must have went through so many different videos to find something to fit in there, and I'm glad they went through the effort because I think it sounds really good. I mean, shit, this looks like the pilot episode to something that Mappa would produce here. This could be the next Jujutsu Kaisen. Excellent work all around, and again, it's always wonderful to reflect on such a legendary battle. I'm not even upset that I lost. Belle Delphine worked really hard to take that dubski, so totally fine by me to be on the losing end of that battle. And just to be a footnote in this history segment. So yeah, really, that's about it. So yeah. This is not a drill. The kaiju of coming, the behemoth of bathwater, queen of simps, Belle Delphine, has returned. It's been over a year since the last time she was spotted, and she came out of nowhere today with a Twitter post and 2 pictures, and I expected it to be like Sasquatch photos and like rumors, more fan theories, because last time she took a break, the internet came up with all kinds of fucking wild and wacky theories as to what happened. She's in jail, abducted by aliens, got fucking vaporized, deatomized by like a rogue solar flare or something. But this isn't the first time she's vanished. I believe her last hiatus only lasted about 8 or 9 months, so this was her longest time away from the internet. But she's like the Batman of boners. The hero Coomers need, but not always there when they need her. People were very upset that she vanished yet again, and I gotta tell you, you can say a lot of things about Belle Delphine, but she is not a liar. She said she was gonna do 1 porno and then disappear. And by God, that's exactly what she did. She released porn in like December and was gone by January. So she's better at following through on promises than Battlefield 2042. She, as advertised, released porn and said, hey, I'm fucking out ski. Of course, a lot of the Coomers were left with soft cock in hand and very sad, but now they can rejoice because she's here to reclaim her throne. Maybe, I guess. I don't know, it's just one Twitter post that people are going crazy about. Unironically, Belle Delphine is a pioneer in the e-girl field. She walked so other e-girls could run. Their careers are built on the back of Belle Delphine's sacrifices for the trail she blazed in the industry. God bless. She was collecting dirty bathwater to sell, while others were still only selling a couple of feet pics. She's like the Leonardo da Vinci of e-girls. She created that space. She was here before OnlyFans. She's like the primordial e-girl, like the AOL of online lewd picture selling. And now she's back to suck a fart out of your butt and suck some money out of your wallet. I don't know to what capacity she's back. I don't have any breaking news or anything. I just saw a lot of people talking about it, and this happens once every couple of years with her, and it's always like a big event. Like Belle Delphine coming back is bigger than Coachella on Twitter. And she's usually super open about it. She usually comes back when she needs more money, and then she'll like make money for a year, make a couple million, and just like dips. And I imagine that's going to be the same thing here. But as many of you know, Belle Delphine and I went head to head in sex toy collecting not too long ago, where I was utterly embarrassed by her. Her collection was deep in the 6 figures. She had items that I'm pretty sure existed before even God. Like, the amount of fucking sex toys she was able to find blew my mind. And she won that competition fair and square. The only reason why most people still consider me to be the prolific sex toy collector god is because she quit. She left the internet. So, by default, I was the last man standing. But if anyone has seen her video on the competition, you'll know her collection dwarfed mine. And I imagine it still does. I can only imagine what kind of fucking forbidden treasures she has now in that Fort Knox of sex toys. She's probably spent the last year and a half away from the internet just going across the globe scouting out the rarest sex toys on Earth and collecting them like the Dragon Balls. That's probably going to be like her first video back, I imagine. But either way, it's still big news because she is the most well-known and most influential e-girl that has ever hit the internet. Pretty much every trend you see, like, other e-girls sell or, you know, embark on is something that she started. Like, jarring farts, while not directly something Belle Delphine did, is obviously heavily inspired by her jarring the bathwater. So a lot of the things that are like staples in the selling sex meta on Twitter is stuff that Belle Delphine helped create. So this is Ace reporter Charles at the scene with a breaking news update. As I was rendering this video, Belle Delphine made another post confirming that she is here to stay until she makes a couple more $1 million. She made a post saying that she's happy to be back on the internet, and yeah, that's where the story's at so far. Who knows what's next? Could it be more bath water? Maybe water from her septic tank? Pee-pee even, like tinkle juice or something? Really, the sky's the limit. Who knows how wild and wacky this ride can get, but it seems that Belle Delphine is fully back in motion. Yeah, sound the alarm, the air raid siren. Belle Delphine has re-entered the atmosphere of the internet. So, yeah, that's about it. See ya.